Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are reportedly divided over the idea of returning to the UK. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have been disagreeing over whether or not they should raise their two young kids Archie, 4 and Lilibet, 2 in the US or the UK, The Mirror reports. In the States, the only extended family the couple have is Meghan's mother, Doria Ragland, whereas in the UK, the kids would be brought up and educated alongside their cousins, aunts and uncles. It's been reported that the 39-year-old prince is very much leading on the prospect of returning to England, but Meghan is not keen and doesn't show any signs she would want to move back to the UK, even on a temporary basis. It seems this is certainly not the first time the couple have reconsidered the area in which they live after just a short amount of time, as Harry and Meghan have jumped around multiple homes since they tied the knot in 2018. Here we take a closer look at the 6 homes they've inhabited over the past 5 years. Nottingham Cottage. Harry and Meghan once lived in a 2-bedroom cottage with 2 bathrooms in a gated community in central London. However, the small home of Nottingham Cottage in Kensington Palace was not quite the lavish royal pad they had in mind. During their bombshell Netflix docuseries, the couple complained about their living conditions in the 4th episode. Harry said, "As far as people were concerned, we were living in a palace. But, we were living in a cottage on palace grounds." Meghan added, "Kensington Palace sounds very regal." "Of course it does, it says palace in the name. But Nottingham Cottage was so small. Despite being the smallest home on the 17th century estate, which is where Harry grew up, the abode boasts reception rooms designed by Sir Christopher Wren, who is the architect behind St Paul's Cathedral." Nicknamed Notcott, the cottage used to be the home of Prince William and Kate's when Prince George was just a baby. After the Prince and Princess of Wales relocated to their 20-room apartment 1A inside the palace, the Duke took it upon himself to turn the cottage into his bachelor pad in 2013. Frogmore House was gifted to the newlyweds who so desperately wanted some privacy, and this royal residence seemed like the perfect choice. Tucked inside the grounds of the royal family's secret retreat, the 10-bedroom home, near Windsor Castle, gave Harry and Meghan the opportunity to raise a family and enjoy their married life in a quieter setting. The stunning home, which was previously known as Double Garden Cottage, has been a favourite royal hideaway for more than 300 years and is home to a royal burial ground. It is set within Windsor Castle's home park and faces the beautiful grounds of Frogmore House. The Grade 2 listed cottage was reportedly undergoing a multi-million-pound refit when the Duchess was pregnant with Prince Archie. Having originally been divided into 5 units which were home to royal staff, it was later transformed into a family home with modern amenities. It's also just half a mile south of Windsor Castle, the late Queen's summer residence, and St George's Chapel, where Harry and Meghan tied the knot in a lavish fairy tale ceremony in May 2018. Millfleur. After the couple's shock exit from the firm in 2020, they embarked on a farewell tour of the UK before briefly settling on Vancouver Island with their baby son, Prince Archie. They moved into a house called Millfleur in British Columbia, which was previously owned by a Russian oligarch. The stunning property is set in a 10,000-square-foot estate overlooking the Saanich Inlet, with the house itself being situated right on the waterfront. The Sussexes' Canadian mansion boasted 8 bedrooms, a double-height living room, a pizza oven, a 17th-century fireplace imported from France, a wine room and even a game room with a wet bar. Beverly Ridge Estate. During the couple's 6-part Netflix docuseries, producer Tyler Perry revealed he had offered the Sussexes his $15 million mega mansion in the Beverly Ridge estate of LA as their temporary home months after they quit the royal family. The Duchess opened up about how she had reached out to the movie producer whom she had never actually met in person after he sent her a note to say that she and Harry could hide out at his house. The couple arrived in California in March 2020 and their pal Tyler kept his word, allowing them to stay in his empty pad until they found their own place to live. In Prince Harry's tell-all memoir Spare, he recalls how he and Meghan loved Tyler's house, describing it as Xanadu. Speaking of how he'd roll a joint at the home to relax, he wrote, "Then I'd sit on the balcony or the edge of the garden and roll a joint." The house looked down onto a valley, across a hillside thick with frogs. Montecito home. Meghan and Harry's current home is their 9-bedroom pad in California, where they have now lived with their 2 kids Archie and Lilibet for 2 years. The Sussexes moved in secret to their £11 million mansion, which is situated in a secluded neighbor in Montecito, in July 2020. Their new A-lister neighbors include the likes of pals Oprah Winfrey and Ellen DeGeneres within their gated community in Santa Barbara. Join the Daily Record's WhatsApp community here and get the latest news sent straight to your messages. Meghan has previously spoken about how their lavish home makes her feel free and is calm and healing to live in. In an interview with The Cut, the 42-year-old gushed about her 18,000-square-foot residence, which boasts 16 bathrooms, a tennis court, a tea house and a 2-bedroom guest house for any visitors that may stay.